is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Go option one, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Jerome, we back.
We back in the building.
Bro, today we got some stuff to talk about. Sony is in the chat. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens.
Bring your friends.
Sony gang, pull up.
Canon fan people too.
Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you shooting through.
Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cup. Whoa, messed up. We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire.
We are giving it likes.
Black Magic.
Price job.
Yeah, that's it. No, Hey,
Creative and the movers.
This is Uncensored Real Talk.
No
cap.
cap.
Live every week. Get a fam. Got our backs. CFA Connect, man. You know where it's at.
So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and let's chat. Hey.
What's good, Creative fam?
We live.
We are live. Yo,
Yes.
we seeing some dope film. Oh, look at that. Stan's in
We
the
got Stan in the building.
Stanley is in the chat. Hey, y'all. Go show Stanley some love. If y'all haven't yet, go check out his page. Stay on ours too, but go check out his page. Give him a subscribe. All the on-set lives that we've been doing, Stanley has been helping us out with those. So
Yes.
shout out to you, Stanley. You are awesome. We appreciate you every single time.
Dude, throw up Luis's comment. Luis, 2025 taxes have not been filed yet. Or I guess technically 2024 taxes. We on the extension though.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You know what, Cam Mackey?
Cam Mackey says, for the guys who started it all, P.S. Canon sucks. Look. I'll let you have the second part, but we gotta talk about the first part.
Okay.
Go ahead. You can talk.
Let's talk about the first part.
Look.
You know who sucks, Cam Mackey? You suck.
No, dude, honestly, this week I have been so proud. I have to say. Jarrell, when I got online yesterday, I had a so I do, as you guys, a lot of you guys know, I do a live stream for Ecamm. And so yesterday I was doing a live stream show on Ecamm's YouTube channel, and I got off and wanted to sort of look around YouTube, see what else was going on.
Yeah.
And at the exact same time, Justin Porter was live.
Wow.
Cam Mackey was live.
Same time?
Same time.
Wow.
And Terry was live.
Wow.
All at the exact same time. And it was like, okay, yeah, everybody's after it.
Dude, I love it.
Everybody's getting after it.
Man, I be loving Terry streams and Cam streams. I'm not on Twitch like that. I mean, I got the app.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I catch Porter streams on Instagram.
Yeah.
But love his streams too. So much energy.
Yeah, so I'm loving seeing everybody coming for the stream. I will tell y'all, it has lit a fire.
Yes.
It has lit a fire because we know who did it first, but there's some really talented people coming into the streaming game. And so it just makes us absolutely feel like we got to keep running it. Oh, Kenneth came in with the super chat as well. He said,
dang, homie.
Birthday coming up. Wife agreed to lens RF 100 to 500 or 70 to 200 2.8.
Kenneth rich, bro. He rich.
Bro, he's so rich.
Let me count them pockets.
He paid us to tell us he was about to spend money, which is wild.
I see you out here, Kenneth.
Hey, we gotta turn up for the $20 super chat.
He didn't say nothing about Mother's Day.
He did not say nothing about Mother's Day. He said,
but he about to get his.
He say it's birthday. So let's run. Actually, since it's his birthday, I think I got birthday ones.
Yes.
Lined up. You want to run a birthday one? Hey, this is a happy
Kenneth.
birthday to you, Kenneth.
Kenneth, you turning 50?
This man say you turning 50.
Let's go.
Happy birthday, Kenneth. Happy birthday, Kenneth. Happy
Hey.
birthday,
Hey.
Kenneth. Happy birthday,
Throwback.
Kenneth. Happy birthday, Kenneth. Happy
Hey.
birthday, Kenneth. It's
Hey.
your birthday, Kenneth. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, we made it rain a little bit.
For you, Kenneth.
For you, Kenneth, we make it rain.
40. I was close.
Yeah, bro, that was disrespectful.
It's
You were
all
not
good.
close. You were disrespectful.
Kenneth, I am turning 40 in 26. You got me by 1 year.
Oh my gosh. But yo, we are super excited to be
What do you think
hanging
you should
out with
buy?
you guys today. Let's answer the quick question.
Well-
100 to 500. What's the aperture range on the 100 to 500?
I think it's like a 5.6 maybe.
Is it 5.6 all the way through, or is it like
No,
that
it's
5.6
variable.
to 6.3?
Yeah, it's variable. I don't know what it is specifically, but I looked at it. Kenneth, what are you trying to do with it? Because I will tell you, the 7200 2.8, I made more money on that lens than almost any other lens in my kit. But right now, personally, I would like the 100 to 500.
Because you already have a 7200. No,
What do you shoot, Kenneth?
As somebody who does shoot a lot with my 70 to 200, it is the only lens where I typically feel like I wish I had more.
4.5 to 7.1.
Yeah, I mean,
That
today,
hurts my heart.
if I was using it for sports and trying to get that zoom range, then yeah, I think I would 100% be looking at the 100 to 500 because that range, 200, I just never feel like I'm close enough.
Kenneth, are you on the R5?
I don't know.
Because if you're on the R5, I'm going to suggest the 70 to 200 because I feel like the digital crop is good enough. Go to that 1.6 mode. If you're on the R5.
I don't care. I'm not cropping.
What do you mean you're not cropping?
I'm not cropping.
In photos?
No, not like that.
Dude, it's legit.
It's a compression difference I'm looking for.
No, it's legit.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I do it on the R6 and I don't love it on the R6, but I did it on the R5, the 1.6 crop on the 7200, and they be looking. And you don't have to deal with the light loss. That's just me.
Okay. Well, yo, super happy early birthday to you, Kenneth. Let us know when your actual birthday is, and we'll turn up again. All right, Jarrell, we are going to do something a little different today than we've done in the past. Are you ready? Are you ready, Jarrell?
Yes. Wes, what are we doing? What are you doing?
I was about to make us be really good. We should be really good, and then we'll be bad, and then we'll be good again.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do something that we have not done in a long time, and that is start our show and get immediately into the topic of discussion.
Well,
so
you don't think we should do the?
no, that's why I said we're gonna be good. I know. We're gonna be good, and then we're gonna be bad.
The people want to know.
I know they want to know.
It's right.
I know it's right there, but let's be good and
Not
give the people what they clicked on this video for.
Okay.
And then we'll be bad and show them something that's really cool, and then we'll be good again.
We'll waste time later.
Yes. By the way, shout out to you, Terry. I appreciate that. He says 97 people in here, but not 97 likes. Welch's the fruit snacks. Welch's the fruit. That's what that stands for. Welch's the fruit.
Yeah, we have been going a solid 13 minutes on nothing. So.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into. And I'm also kind of like just like low key, just like really excited to show you guys this. So Today, our first topic of discussion: Sony drops a newish camera, the FX3a.
Snooze.
What does this mean for Canon?
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Bro.
Snooze. Hold on. Let me pull it up because that sounds so disrespectful.
That does. You know what you sound like right now?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
No, okay.
All right.
So let me
Can I tell the people the stuff?
No,
or you got it. You know
I got it.
Okay,
I got
okay.
it. So a lot of you guys probably saw that yesterday or day before yesterday that Sony actually announced a brand new in quotations, FX3a. And for the most part, if you are a FX3 shooter, I think you'll be pretty happy because this is not much new. It's basically the exact same camera. However, they have actually swapped out the LCD screen on it. They have also added a USB-C port to it, and they updated the battery charger. What? What do you think is so funny?
Bro. Could have been an email.
It was an email.
Bro, don't even tell people you're doing it.
They
just
didn't.
Do it.
They just did it.
Oh
They didn't tell anybody. They
bro.
didn't do like a whole press release.
I know.
I mean, Terry didn't drop 50 videos on it. So
he dropped a video though.
A video, and I don't even know if they sent him one. That's how underwhelming they knew this camera was going to be.
Okay, I gotta ask the genuine question because I'm sure having the LCD refresh going from 1.44 million dots to 2.36.
Yes.
That's an improvement.
Yes.
That's great. Bro.
Why?
Why?
Okay, so I figured out why. So when it comes to the way that Sony manufactures things, remember my old theory that like Sony basically they have teams that just build stuff, right? And then the product teams get a chance to walk in those rooms like they're almost like bins, and they're like, "Oh, I want that LCD screen, and I want that sensor, and I want that body type, and I want that battery."
Yeah.
The team that makes that LCD screen that was in the original FX3,
They got fired?
it's not in production anymore. So the biggest thing is the fact that when Sony decided, to no longer manufacture that LCD screen, technically, that would mean they can't make the FX3 anymore. But they had this newer LCD screen that they've already started working into, newer cameras.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we're just going to take this new screen. We're going to throw it onto the FX3. We're going to call it the FX3a, and this will be our camera that we push out. And I think this does kind of suck if you are like really interested in the FX3. Like if you just bought one, because for the exact same price, you could have technically got one that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But if you are someone who is thinking about buying an FX3, I think this is a win-lose. It's a win in the fact of where I feel like if you were thinking about buying an FX3, you could buy one now with a little bit more confidence. For the fact of what we're losing is that I think this means that an FX3 2 is not coming anytime soon.
I was just about to say that. Does this push out an FX3 2 years?
I don't know if it pushes it out 2 years, but I definitely think it pushes it out at least a year. because I can tell you right now, if you release an FX3A, and then in 3 months, an FX3 comes out.
But that's what Sony do, though.
Tables, bro.
Don't they do that?
The tables.
Don't they do that?
Now there are rumors, and I will say the sources for these rumors, they did predict that the FX3A was coming. So they do have some credibility.
Yeah.
But there are rumors right now that are saying that Sony might have another camera coming out this month. The only thing about
on the 21st, I've heard about that.
The only thing about this camera is nobody, like, it's a new camera.
Yeah.
It's not a successor to anything. At least that's what the rumors are currently saying.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, there have been like these crazy, specs being thrown around and these crazy form factors being talked about, but like it doesn't look or seem like any other camera, so you can't really confirm it. So just like it's too early to actually like report on.
Yeah.
But it does look like right now that Sony might be dropping another camera this month.
Yeah.
And so it would make sense to let's go ahead and get the FX3A out. What's crazy is right now, if you go to B&H's website, if you want to buy an FX3A, you can actually order one right now. It says it's in stock, and you got to be very careful when you look at them because they're the exact same price. But there is the FX3 and the FX3A, so they do have older FX3s still in stock. FX3As are also in stock now.
Do you think they'll discount them?
I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if the FX3, the original one, doesn't go on like a $400 sale just to move the inventory out of the way. So that because they know that, if you have the option to buy the new one or the old one,
Slightly better one, yeah.
you're going to buy the slightly better one.
Well, maybe the other side of the coin is, how good is the FX3 that Sony says, we don't need to make no changes?
Bro, I think that realistically, I don't know if Sony says, look how good the FX3 is. I think what Sony says is, well, y'all still buying it.
Seriously.
As long as y'all still buying it, what's the point of dropping something? Who else got something like us?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got anything like an FX3 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are mirrorless cameras, but like in the cinema space,
That size.
the R5C might be the closest thing to it, but the R5C had its own laundry list of issues. If we get an R5C Mark II, that might push Sony to make a move.
But even the form factor, that's going to be hard.
It's
That's hard.
me, I always say that the number one thing that I think that Sony has over every single brand right now is the design of the FX3. The FX3's build makes it a suitable camera for video focused shooters. And right now, I want to see because it's got all the screw points on there. Obviously, it's got the hot shoe that has the arm that has XLR inputs. Like the only thing that is really missing is like built-in NDs. If an FX3 Mark II came out and it somehow had built-in NDs like the FX6 does,
the electronic
NDs, bro, it would be game over.
Yeah.
If you're okay with Sony colors,
6K.
bro. 6K would be. I
They
think at
need
this
to.
point today, yeah.
Everybody balling out at 6K.
Yeah.
That it would just feel like you made especially if you're not going to update it for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better.
But you better go 6K. Just
To be
safe.
fair, the FX3 is an incredible camera. So I don't feel like a update to it is bad. Like I don't care. Like I feel like the only people that would be pissed are the people that just recently bought one.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I guess the nice part about this update or this refresh is you're like, I already have an FX3. Why would I buy this one?
Yeah.
So there's no sweat off your back. You're only mad if you just bought it. So that's cool.
Yeah, and Terry actually made a really good point. He says, so I got to figure out the comments. Let me figure that out in a second. But Terry says, in reality, they can barely keep the FX3 in stock. They don't have any reason to rush the FX4.
But Terry, we want more. We don't want less.
We want more at all times.
This is like that Kanye West Kobe Bryant commercial. That's the new meme.
Yeah, but are you the same animal but a different beast?
We need that, bro.
What the? does that mean?
What else do you want from me?
Oh my gosh, that's
Sony. Do it because you can, dog.
yeah.
Do it because you can.
So I have a question. With the FX3a coming out now, and surprisingly, like because we're in the video space, I think this is the reason why the FX3 news hits us. This isn't the first time Sony's done this. They did this with the A7R5, I think it was. Chat, let me know. But they did this with like one of their R series cameras where they came out with an A version that was like a micro upgrade, basically. But my question becomes, I've had this theory that Sony is not going to give us an FX3 Mark II. I think it would be smart for them to, like making a sequel, like, you know, oh, same name, better camera, easy buy. Everyone who owns an FX3 ready to go. But I have felt this, like this tension in their lineup from the, and it starts at the top, you know, from the Burano to the FX9. That's a very weird dynamic to have a Burano and to have an FX9.
Yeah.
And then the FX6 is in dire need of an upgrade. You also have the FX3 that came out after the FX6. So we had an FX6 before we had an FX3. So it's like, are you really going to give us an FX3 Mark II before you give us an FX6
Yes.
II? Even though the FX6 is selling better, right? So here's what I'm thinking. I think that they're going to do a Canon C80 move, where instead of necessarily giving us a C70 Mark II, which still may be coming from Canon, we don't know.
Yeah.
But instead of giving us a C70 Mark II, what we might actually get is a completely different camera that sort of sidesteps and sits between the FX3 and the FX6. Call it let's maybe go even numbers.
That could be like, ultimately it doesn't matter if it's between that 4 to 6 and it's got 6K.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't call it the FX3 Mark II and you call it the FX4, you call it the FX5, although the FX5 is already taken, I guess.
Is the FX5 already taken?
Yeah, don't they have a F, or is it FS5?
FS.
FS5, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I don't know. Like I think that they should improve on the form factor. Because if you all of a sudden put an FX3 in an FX6 body, you've gotten rid of the advantages, both price and of size. Well, I feel like the reason why the FX3 is so awesome is its size. It's not awesome because of its price.
Yeah.
Price is a little ouchy.
It's kind of accurately priced at the $4,000 price.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, you want it 35?
32?
I mean, okay, maybe.
I'm like, when it came out, sure.
Yeah.
But reflecting of the market of a Komodo at 3,000?
What Komodo? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
but I mean, still,
I'm gonna need you to be reflective of today's prices, pre-tariff.
Yeah, pre-tariff price. Ron says should be 3,000. I gotta
see. The people agree. The people agree.
Of course, bro. You could say it should be $1,000, and the people be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'd be fine. I'm okay with $1,000.
I'm just saying the $4,000 price tag for the FX3a. It's a little steep in today's market.
I am surprised that they came out with the A and then kept the price exactly the same. It felt like an awesome opportunity to shake up the market. Hey, we're gonna make the camera a little bit better. I'm talking like just like what Red did.
They getting theirs. Pre-tariffs. They getting there.
We're priced for tariffs now. What if that's the deal? They're like we're priced for tariffs now. Those screens are now manufactured in Russia or something.
Bro, we were gonna cut you a little deal till y'all started messing around.
We just finna drop the price, but the way the tariffs are, all my money's in the savings, and it takes 2 to 3 days to move it from the checking to the savings. So we gonna just say with tariffs, we just gonna let it live.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all let us know. What are y'all's thoughts? Are y'all excited about the FX3a? We know we got some Sony fan people in the chat.
Yes.
Or Sony gang, sorry. I don't want to get y'all confused. Sony gang is in the chat. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are on the FX3a, because personally, I think it is I don't think it was a upgrade that they wanted to do as much as it was more of a necessity from a productive standpoint, like, hey, we're not gonna make those screens anymore. Let's just throw this better screen on here. So it's just easier from like a supply chain situation. But I do think that every decision that a camera brand makes should speak volumes to what they're doing as a company. And so I think that, like, and to a certain degree, we should still pay attention.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you make this move, especially because you know everything like months in advance, years sometimes in advance. You know you're not going to be making this screen anymore.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, can we get an FX3 out? Can we get an FX3 out in time before this happens? And if your team's like, nah, we're like a year and a half, 2 years away, you're like, all right, yeah, let's run the A. Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Just one day you're going to go look for an FX3 and you're going to be like, oh, did the specs change? Hopefully nobody will report on it. But we do.
We does
We
do
the reporting.
Dude, Brandon.
Yeah.
You know what looks eerily similar, chat? Do you know what looks eerily similar to the FX3?
What?
The Canon EOS R50. Bro, I would love. Let me see this picture because you be looking at me like I'm crazy and you can throw it up on the chat.
I'm just trying to figure out how we went from having a very solid Sony conversation.
I'm segueing.
We're not segueing. That's not what we're doing next.
We're segueing.
We have a plan today, Jarrell.
We're segueing. I'm just saying, check this out. Throw this up.
You texting it to me?
I just texted it to you.
Okay.
And then, bro, all I'm saying is,
I will talk about this for a minute.
I want Canon to continue in this vein.
Okay.
I want y'all to make a stinking camera. Like, let this be, like, obviously the RV50, the V50 or whatever, is not, it's in completely different leagues.
I see that.
But man,
bro, why can't Canon, I get rid of it?
Can't get rid of what?
I can't control it. What's going on?
Is it locked?
Shouldn't be. Well, I can't move it. It's like not letting me move it.
Is the scene locked though?
No, the scene's not locked. I'm looking at the scene right here.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
That is weird.
All right, y'all can see it.
All right, and I'm taking it.
No, you know, it's because Canon loves me, and they're covering you up. Anyways, so bro, Canon, can we put out some requests? Can y'all make an FX3? Can y'all make dedicated video cameras that look in that same style? I'd enjoy.
I will say, the 50V body style feels like when Sony started with the 6700s, 6500s, that smaller body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were cropped.
Yeah.
But the 50V is also cropped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, maybe they're testing the waters and making the cheap version first.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe we'll get a R5V that is full size.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need the EVF.
A little bigger.
And, you know.
We don't want it to burn up.
Yeah.
So,
that one has a fan in it, too.
So not to be calling out your business. Has yours come in yet?
No, it has not come in yet.
Y'all heard it here first. Canon owner, Brandon Washington.
Bro, yes. Okay. I don't think that's a surprise. This is not the first time they've heard that I own Canon cameras. All right. What are y'all's final thoughts? Let's hit up the chat. I need to figure out why this is not letting me make any adjustments.
I think that the chat is agreeing with me. The FX3, the rent is too dang high.
Yeah. Well, maybe for today. It might be time to do a nice little, not a sale, but a price drop. We say Black Magic price drops, but we could go for a Sony price drop.
So I want their price drop to include whatever the tariff's going to be. So do a discount to 3 and then do a discount to 25. So then it goes back up to 3. Don't give me 3 and then make me pay 35.
They're like, all right, so today's price is yesterday's price, but now the price includes the tariff. So it's technically the same price for you.
Could you imagine? we
did drop the price.
We dropped it.
But because of the way the tariffs are set up, we had to bump that price back up. Oh my gosh. All right, Jarrell.
Yes.
Are you ready to show the people something cool?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you guys. This has quickly become one of my favorite segments
Yes.
on the show. We do it every single week.
As
And
you guys can see, bro.
last week we got merch in.
Look at this. Look at this merch. Can't even see it.
There, I got you.
Weak things break. West side barbell.
This has quickly become my new favorite segment on the actual show. I hope we can do it every single week. And you guys are amazing. Like normally it comes down to like us buying stuff, but
Yes.
this time you guys have been sending us stuff. You guys have been reaching out to us and sending us stuff. So yes, Mr. Camera Junkie, you are absolutely right.
In a world where packages tremble in fear, where fragile means nothing, oh no, and doorsteps are a battlefield, some heroes dare to deliver the right way. This is what's in the box.
Hey, Jarrell! What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
That's a lie.
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
I know. hey. I'm only going to do this before you do it to me. Brandon, off the dome.
Oh my God. I ain't got no raps today. We gonna see what's in the box and play. It's got something to do for the show. We gonna have to let the chat know. Take the box, grab it now. Let's take it out. Drill.
Oh.
The flow only works if you do what I say when I say it. Oh my gosh. Bro, we gotta make a rap for what's in the box.
We do.
All right, that's my goal.
Yes.
Y'all be ready to watch the live stream. I might live stream myself writing the next rap. I've always wanted to do that. Embrace my inner T-Pain, if you know what I mean. You ready? Chat! We got a special package.
You can't see that address.
You cannot see this
You
address.
cannot see that.
You can't see the address.
What up, Zach?
Zach Mayfield in the building. What up, Zach? Shout out to Zach in the chat. All right, I need you to open this up.
Okay.
While you do that, I need to check something.
Checking the stuffs. Hey, guys. You guys don't have to send us stuff. But if you choose to send us stuff, we love you.
Bro, you just disrespectfully just throwing stuff around.
It's cardboard.
All right, now this actually came in from, yeah, just totally spaced. Jeremy Hubble.
You on the back?
Oh, you can, yeah. If you're gonna do it, do it on your camera.
Okay.
You can show the people.
You guys ready?
You guys ready for this? Because
You
this
guys
is
ready
pretty
for this?
legit. He told me he was sending them, so I've already seen them. Y'all, look at that.
Critical focus.
Bro, those look sick. Oh my gosh, that looks so
Dude,
good on camera.
dude,
This is
dude,
my
dude,
first
dude,
time seeing
dude.
it on camera.
Dude. You guys ready for this? It's not just the Unsensored
Wait,
logo,
give me mine.
bro.
Give me mine.
Hold on, dude.
Oh my gosh.
You sound like me like a week ago, bro.
Bro, give it here.
Let me hold it.
I want to put one on my mic. Oh my gosh. You gotta warn somebody before you just be tossing stuff. Yo, shout out to
What's in the
Jeremy.
box?
He sent us these guys. These are our new mic. I don't know what you call them, but they dope, bro.
Mic clips.
Mic clips. Oh, bro, we look. Oh shit, did I break it?
Did you?
I think so.
You can't have mine.
Oh no.
Did you? No.
Oh, maybe
Is it just a part?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, two parts.
Woo! Y'all, the way I thought I just broke this. Oh my gosh. Bro, I genuinely thought I broke it. My heart just broke. My heart
I was like,
just,
dang.
I'm like, give me yours. All right, let me try to slip this on again.
I don't know if I'm...
Damn.
Dude, I was about to say something wild.
Don't say wild stuff.
I was about to be like, man, I don't know if I'm straight. Obviously, the horizon level.
I don't like men no more. I like women.
What I was talking about is I don't know if this is straight. Can you guys help me out, chat?
I think it's on there. I'm very nervous.
Is mine straight?
I think I'm gonna glue mine because I know it's supposed to like connect like a Lego, but mine feels I don't want it to fall off. I've already made it fall off once. Bro, we look legit, son. Look at that.
Yours looks legit. Is mine legit? I can't tell.
Yeah.
It doesn't look straight.
No,
Is
yeah,
it?
yours looks good. No, yours looks crooked. There you go.
There we go.
Turn your mic down a little bit.
Like this?
No, like pull the bottom towards you. No, that's away from you, my dude. There you go. There you go. Look at that.
Was in the box.
Hey.
Was in the box.
Shout out to you, Jeremy. I appreciate you for sending these guys out. These are new staples officially.
Bro, that came through so loud in my speakers and the people next door heard it.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Throw up Thomas's.
What did Thomas say?
His comment.
He said that came through so loud in my speaker.
I don't like men no more. I like women. Oh,
Nika's here.
Nika. Do we have the other one?
What's the other one?
Did we have two? Did I send you two?
I can't play the second one. The second one was too far.
Oh man, we had something planned for you, Nika, and I messed it up. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
He jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. It's my fault.
Mm.
It's okay. It's okay. We could you could celebrate. Oh man, that one's loud too. You want to dance?
For Nika? Dude, that's so wild. Run it for Nika. No, not that. We ain't doing that.
All right, then.
Nika, this is for you.
Men no more. I said I like women. Women.
Nika, that's for you.
You're hilarious.
You wanted to dance for Nika. That's
No, I
wild,
asked
bro.
if you did.
No,
I wasn't doing nothing. I'm sitting down.
you
Oh
already did
my
your
gosh,
dancing.
y'all are Jarrell's wild. He's insane. But yo, absolutely, we love it when you guys send us out stuff. So if
Very grateful. Thank
we
you.
really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You guys have made the last few open what's in the boxes pretty amazing. In fact, I made the honey staple. I don't know if you can see it back there. The honey's back there.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, right next to my Welch's. And for those of you guys who are like, is that Welch's box a prop? Bro, we be hungry. What you talking about?
Obviously not.
Bro, can't eat props.
Obviously
Or you shouldn't. Don't eat props. You should not eat props. All right, Jarrell.
What's our next story, Brandon?
So here's the deal. We all know that Sony was trying to drop some new, right?
Yes.
But they were not the only ones trying to get ahead this season in May, right before the summer. As some of you guys probably saw, Lumix has something planned for Tuesday.
Do they have something planned or some things planned?
So the rumor mill right now is telling me that there are some things, plural,
Multiple things.
planned for Tuesday. Now, I can tell you, I have not signed anything. But I also don't
Lumix
know.
don't like you.
This might be true. This might be a very true statement. Lumix gang has not accepted me. But I will say, it does look like all things are pointing towards a brand new Lumix S1 II. Now, this camera, if this is what they actually do release, I don't know. But I guarantee you, some people might get real quiet in the chat right quick. This
What are
camera
you talking about, Brandon? This has just been reported on L Rumors.
Yeah, no, I'm just reporting what I saw on L Rumors. But we know who. I'm still in Japan, actually.
Kofi, you in Japan?
He had to go on that 5 a.m. walk, bro. It's 5 o'clock.
With that S1?
The S9.
S9? All right. Brandon,
So-
tell me about this camera.
So as far as what I understand when it comes to this camera, this is supposed to be their more entry level camera. We just saw the SR. What was it? What was the last one that came out?
Did you
with it?
say entry level?
It's supposed to be more entry level, full frame entry level.
I see.
a
You're not
R-
saying that's an entry level camera.
No. Like a full frame, sort of a R6 Mark II,
Okay.
A7, or
Z6 III.
Z6 III, A7 III, A7 IV type camera, right?
He just called y'all unprofessional.
I did not do that. I said the camera is designed for that. But what I have heard is that the camera is supposed to be a 6K sensor. it's supposed to be able to actually shoot up to what I heard was 70 frames per second, which is interesting.
70 what?
70 frames per second.
For what?
For video, I think.
Wow.
Is that what I saw? Because when I saw that spec, I could be wrong. Terry, Cam, Kofi, y'all tell me.
Wild. Shield Team 6.
Shield Team 6. I need y'all to shield for my show, please.
Cam has been very quiet for a very long time.
Cam has stopped commenting. So we know who's afraid to get leaked.
Yeah, you're afraid.
but,
you're afraid, Cam.
Yeah, Cam's afraid.
You're afraid.
But so here's the deal. This camera is supposed to have, from what I've heard, the same sensor that is inside of the Z6 III. Terry says we don't know anything. Psh, okay. You could just be like Cam and be quiet. You ain't got to lie. Don't nobody need lies.
Cat.
Jarrell said cat.
Cat. I'm just like, I don't know, Terry.
Oh my gosh. No, but so this camera is supposed to have the same sensor as the Z6 III. So it's a partially stacked sensor. Can shoot 6K, can shoot 4K, I think up to 120 frames per second. And so the way I'm looking at this camera for the most part is this is Lumix's Z6 III, which is like,
dude,
this feels super weird.
That's a spicy segment right now.
Because here's the thing. If you think about it, the Z6 III is still, in my opinion, for the price and the specs, untouched in that line. Now, specs and price.
Switch to wide.
Oh, my bad. So far right now, the Z6 III is the clear winner in that price and spec category, right? But it's for Nikon shooters, and if you plan to switch, you're going to have to make that decision.
Because what's that price point, too?
So here's the problem. The reported specs...
No, on the Z... Dang.
Yeah.
$2,100 on the Z6 III.
So here's the...
That's wild.
Here is the problem, though. I have heard... Zach, quit hating. Zach Mayfield said Z6 III noisy as frig. IBS has mental health issues.
That's so wild. That's so wild.
That's diabolical.
Maggie says I'm a can shoot.
Yeah, now Cam's a can issue. So here's the deal. When it comes to the Z6 III, Nikon has figured out a way to keep this price point of this camera, because it came out at $24.99.
Are they Amazoning it, though?
What do you mean?
Are they just straight up selling at a loss?
I don't know. I really don't know. What up, Sade?
Because then the FX3 has no business being at $4,000.
But so here's the thing. This Lumix camera, currently, we've only seen the only rumor right now on the price of it is the price in euros, which would make it come out, once you do the calculations, at around $3,000.
Wow.
Which I'm looking at that price point and I'm going, if this camera has the same sensor as the Z6 III, and you tell me that you made it slightly better by giving it open gate and shooting at slightly higher frames per second, I'm still going to look at this camera and go, that's still too expensive. Like, you can't be sharing the same specs as somebody else and come out almost $1,000 more.
And that's all pre-tariff.
That, again, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to speak pre-tariff for the rest of the show.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's going to be more.
It could be more.
It's going to be more. And
I'm being optimistic.
You're not spending $3,000. You might be spending 33 or 35 or 36.
Yeah.
And if you're spending 36 while the Z6 III is at 2, at least for now, that's wild. Get your prices right, Lumix. Get your prices right.
Well, this is rumored. These prices are rumored. They could still change.
Get them right.
This could
get it right. Get it tight now.
Oh my gosh. y'all are wild.
The Nikon hate. We invited so much Nikon hate into the stream.
I was trying to be nice today by actually talking about some Lumix stuff and giving y'all a little bit of praise. But
Ken Mackey, don't you own 9 Z8s?
This man is basically a Nikon ambassador. It's just Lumix's check cleared last.
Dude, they be giving you stuff and you be Disrespect.
For real. Bro, hey, Nikon, I know you be watching secretly. Cam Mackey does not respect y'all, but we do. So
Everything that you were going to send him, send to me.
Yeah, wow. Me?
Us.
Selfish.
Us.
I was speaking us. You are wild. You are wild. You are just as bad as Cam Mackey.
Us.
Nikon. I will never disrespect you the way Cam Mackey and Jarrell. Well, yeah.
Hold on. Cap.
I don't disrespect anybody.
You see the name on this? Cap.
Hey, you see, that name
Technically.
is
Technically.
you see what we're saying now. But no, on a very real note, the only thing that I think could be an issue with the S1 II is the price. But here is the very interesting rumor that I don't know how true this is. Cam, sound off. Terry, this might have been what you got. I have heard that
Didn't this man put out a whole video on this?
who, Terry?
Yeah, didn't he talk about leakers? Didn't you
Oh.
talk about leakers, Terry? And this man out here just leaking everything.
I'm not leaking anything.
He's just
I'm
leaking.
reporting
It's wild.
what the leakers have already said. Terry, don't come after me. We know you strong. What I've heard is that the S1 II might not be the only thing that gets released on Tuesday.
Oh, 2 cameras.
2 cameras and possibly a lens. I don't know about the second camera. The second camera sounds a little like maybe they'll announce it, but it won't actually come out because it's supposed to be. The rumor on L Rumor's site right now says that it might be an S1 IIe. So it's like, but there's like no specs around. There's like almost no information on it. E makes me think it's supposed to be like, I don't know, cheaper somehow.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're doing a Sony thing. They're like, we're going to come out with the camera with one LCD screen, and then the E will just have a different LCD screen just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they do actually do this, they do need to come out with one cheaper. Because if the S1 II is $3,000,
Yeah.
they have to have an S1 IIe that's maybe at $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they're like, hey, you don't care about rolling shutter? Get the E. But if you don't want rolling shutter, pay the full price and get this one. So I don't know. Leakers in 5. I love it, Brendan.
Dude, I will say my probability of buying the camera is very low.
We know you're not buying. That ain't the question.
I know. But I'm saying, bro, this price segment of the $2,000 to $2,500 shooting 6K, bro, this is, I feel like, the most dangerous price segment.
Well, I feel like
The most dangerous.
whatever you buy in that price point is the mount and or brand you are choosing to go with.
Yeah.
Like when you're buying like $1,000 camera, you're just getting started, you might still be swayable. You know what I mean? But when it comes to spending $2,000, $2,500, $3,000,
Yeah.
you're choosing a system and you're locking in on that
for
system.
sure. You're not playing with it.
And so I feel like this definitely needs to be the area where these brands go in. There should be no hesitation here, like what Nikon seems to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's going to cost us $2,500. Like we have to sell it at $2,500 to break even.
Yeah.
Okay. And then somebody in the marketing or somebody in the one of the people next door in accounting, they were like, "Oh, we figured out a way. If we change manufacturing to this, we can make an extra $500 off this camera." And they were like, "Cool, let's take the price down another $500."
Yeah.
And now it's coming in at $2,000. Like Nikon seems to be fighting. I am really interested to see if Lumix decides to fight the same way in this price category, because we haven't seen what Canon's going to do yet. We haven't seen what Sony's going to do yet.
We coming.
But this is the first person to step into this ring with Nikon.
Yeah.
In the most recent time, obviously with this generation of cameras.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how bad they want to fight.
Andy, well, before him, Andy said something. Nobody's hating Andy. Lumix is legit. They're super legit. I don't think anybody's hating on this camera. Will people in the future hate on it? It depends. It depends how that rolling shutter is.
So Ezra says, I'm curious, Brandon, since you got an L mount camera, the Pixis, would you buy the S1 II if it has specs you want. So I need to come clean about something. Pixis ain't here no more.
We don't pay for.
The Pixis is not here anymore. Let me be very clear with that. The Pixis is gone. Put in a box, shipped back. Pixis is gone. But I do have 2 L mount cameras.
Yes.
So with that said, to answer your, I just want to be, I'm always very transparent with y'all with what I have, what I don't have, because I don't want y'all thinking like, you know, like I'm just out here buying cameras like I'm Cam Mackey. I ain't Cam Mackey. Cam Mackey ain't even buying cameras like he Cam Mackey. But in a very real way, I do have 2 cameras. I have the Blackmagic Cinema Camera 6Ks.
Yes.
And they are L mount. And so to continue with the rest of your question, would you buy an S12 if it has the specs you want? And the short, very quick answer is no, God! No, God, please, no! 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 Look,
No chance.
no chance am I buying this
You don't need a
camera.
little anamorphic camera?
No.
You don't need that open gate?
Did you ask if I'm openly what?
Boo, we need you. You don't need that. Oh, dang, that $100 bill is still in the ceiling. You got just money falling from the sky, Brandon.
No, it's stuck in the sky.
Okay. You just got money falling from the sky. Buy the little S12HR.
In a very real way, though, Ezra, the reason why I wouldn't buy this camera is because even when it comes to my cameras that are currently L mount, I adapt them to EF or to PL.
Do you have any L mount glass?
I don't. And the only thing at this point that would ever get me to buy L mount glass in a very, very honest way is if Blackmagic's autofocus got up to the standards of a Canon or a Sony. If Blackmagic,
What you talking about, dog?
it's not there yet.
Those Sigma lenses.
They look good. Don't get me wrong. The
Sigma L
autofocus
mount-
is good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying so these cameras.
It's better than your Raptor.
It is better than my Raptor. I don't know why you're saying that. You're just throwing shade for no reason.
I'm not throwing shade. You said
You
once
know
it
I
gets...
can mute you, right? I can mute you and switch the camera.
So I'm not throwing hate
You
towards
throwing
Red,
hate
but
everywhere. Hey,
if
y'all watch out. This man is throwing shade everywhere.
If they hear it, and then they decide to continue to progress it, win-win.
Look, I am okay. Found Brandon's award. I am okay with L mount. I think L mount could have a lot of benefits, especially in the Blackmagic world. That's the only place I'm going to care about that mount, though. And that's the only. And like you have to give me a reason to buy your lenses first before I'm going to care about the mount.
Obviously, Cam Mackey had a comment, but just a question. Do you remember your old Hotmail email address?
No.
You don't remember it? You don't remember any of the off-the-wall email?
No.
Mine was like matrix_2045, something like that.
Really?
At hotmail.com.
Oh, dang. No, I don't think I had a
You never had
Yahoo.
like a wild one where it was like
That wasn't me. What was yours? Go ahead and say it.
I know I was gonna make one up for you, like Lady Slayer 68 or something. And then I thought to myself, that's probably not appropriate.
Yeah, so you're gonna say it while telling.
Well,
the
you
story.
asked me. So
No, I never had any wild ones. If y'all did, throw them in the chat. But
yeah.
in a very real way, I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. The one thing I am actually somewhat excited about, though, is the other rumor is that they're going to come out with a lens. It's supposed to be a 24 to 60, I think it is, which is kind of weird. Not a 70, but 24 to 60. But we do know from NAB that the 24 to 70 on the Blackmagic for autofocus was terrible.
Yeah, super old lens.
And that was because we talked to some people from Lumix who pretended to like us, but then they treat us like this, so whatever. I'm not salty. You are. So, but they were like, oh yeah, that lens is super old. The mechanics in it are really old. And so seeing that they are coming out with the 24 to 60, that is a lens. I'm not going to buy it, but I'm going to probably try. I won't buy it first. I'll try to get my hands on it, whether borrow it, rent it, whatever, but try to see how that works with the new Blackmagic autofocus system. If that does pretty good, then Ezra, my mind can be swayed.
It can't be.
Not
but
to
you
buy
know,
not to buy a Lumix, but to maybe buy some Lumix glass to go on the Blackmagic.
You know who be having the best nicknames on the show? This guy.
You're a whole fool.
We got Little Nas X over here.
You're so
Little Nas X, and we got Brandon the Lady Slayer Washington.
I hate
We just got to keep going.
all of y'all.
What? He's got a rap name. He's got a Tinder name. It's wild. It's wild out here.
All my different personalities. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be wild. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Zach says, I tried the newest Sigma 24-70 L mount on the Blackmagic 6K. Not great. Slams on Lumix though. Yeah, there's something about that lens. We were told that, it's because of the age of the lens. So I don't know if that's like the pen connection or whatever, but that is what it is.
Kofi's calling you out, dog.
Brandon Cappin, Lumix don't have a problem with y'all.
We
Hey.
we haven't been in Japan.
Hey, look. You want to call out stuff, Kobe? I'll call out stuff. I'm feeling a little reckless. How y'all gonna show up in Texas?
Did he? Well,
They all showed up in Texas.
they did.
They did. No invites were sent.
What, Lumix or Kofi?
Lumix.
Oh,
Kofi,
yeah,
Kofi
yeah.
did reach out.
Yeah, for sure.
At a baseball game.
Yes, Kofi.
But Lumix, where we at?
I like Japan.
For real?
I want to go.
For real? Ain't nobody sent us no invites. And I know y'all got my number. I know you got my number.
What's that man's name?
I'm not gonna say his name on the stream. You're a wild person. Do not say
I'm
that
trying
man's.
to remember his name.
Oh, now you just look disrespectful. Just
No.
pretend like you know what it is and be like, all right, I'm gonna move on.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna move on. Thanks for the game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, this space is getting low.
Oh gosh.
We're only
All right.
an hour in.
Jarrell, I need you to distract the people while I delete some stuff off my computer.
Terry, we were 4 hours away, but we would have driven.
Bro, they sent y'all flights.
And
What
we
you
have
talking
good.
about?
We have it on good authority that it was asked.
Yeah, we have some insider info.
Good authority.
Great.
And they were
authority.
like, "Nah, keep them bums in Houston."
They're like, oh, we don't need that type of energy.
You better empty the trash, dog.
I'm working on it, my boy. Calm down.
We're about to lose the whole episode.
I'm not gonna lose the whole episode.
Hey, how about this,
Yeah.
Kofi? If we get invited out to like New Zealand or New England or
New
New
England.
Braunfels or any of the new places, we'll believe Lumix likes us.
Oh my gosh.
Preston, nah, we ain't begging. We ain't no simps.
Lumix, love us, please. Oh my god. Y'all are wild. Y'all are actually wild. This is why Lumix hate is strong. Brandon.
Nah. No, I held which Lumix did we have on the show?
S1R.
At NAB.
S1R2.
I held it for maybe like 5 minutes. It seems like a real dope camera.
Well, we'll see.
That's it. That's all I
Oh
got.
my gosh. Imagine that's our invite.
If it's in Japan,
I'll wake up at
y'all
5
can
a.m.
give me a point and shoot. I'm just saying, I don't care. Y'all could debut your new skateboard.
Debut their new TV.
See? That's why.
That's why.
The day that we said go back to making we didn't say, but the day on our stream where it was said y'all should go back to making TVs,
We got written off of whatever list it was.
dead to me.
Yes.
That was the most disrespectful comment in the universe.
It was pretty bad. It was really bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Will
All right.
Baxter, you are true. They are going to send us to Antarctica. It'll just be Brandon and I. We'll show up and be like, where's everybody?
They're just gonna drop us off on the plane. They're like, oh yeah, we'll be back in a few days. Oh my gosh, we're entire idiots. Okay.
Alrighty, no. Next camera story, dog.
All right, you guys ready?
We cooking.
We cooking today because this man is excited about this next one,
bro. Now, do I think that these rumors are cap? I do. But we live on hopium. So, Canon is rumored tech specs that have been released about the Canon R6. You see, I didn't carry this energy for the Lumix. It's basically the same camera.
It really is.
It's just on my mount.
Yeah.
So that's what I want. Canon R6 Mark III, rumored to be coming out very soon, or at least announced. 6K is what we want. We don't really want it. We just want like the future proof of it. If it can still shoot 4K, awesome. But 6K 60, dope. 4K 120, dope. Like the what do they call it? Not the rolling shutter, but what do they call it? The readout?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be between the R1 and the R5. Are you kidding me? This is an R3, dog.
I think that's where it gets capped.
This is an R3. To literally be that close to having zero rolling shutter, especially in photos or video, so dope. I think that if they can keep this camera at $2,500, this is the reason why I think that price segment is so spicy. Z6 III, $2,000. Mm-hmm. This new Lumix between $2,000 and $2,500. The new Canon
No,
R6
it could be up to 3.
Nah,
Okay.
They ain't dumb.
We'll find out on Tuesday.
They ain't dumb.
Hey, we're gonna clip this
Because if Canon, and I'm telling you this, bro, if Canon comes at 25, which moves more cameras, no disrespect, they're gonna move more cameras than you. If they come in at 25 and Nikon comes at 2,000, all pre-tariff, if you come in at 3, dead on arrival. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Pre-tariffs. I mean, I guess people will be spending $4,000 for an FX3, so.
Yeah, and Cam Mackey's very influential, so he's going to be screaming open gate.
You've been listening to too much Vu. So anyways.
What did I say?
Anyways. Oh, Terry, you can't head out when we start talking about Canon stuff.
Yeah, that's why he headed out.
Come on, dude.
This man said Shield Team 6.
He's like, I'm out. He's out. Like, yeah, I don't shield for Canon. I'm out.
Shield Team 6, roll out.
Anyways, do I think that the R6 III is going to be dope? I do think it's going to be dope.
Yeah,
because the R6 II, I love it and shoot on it. Dope camera.
So do you want to hear a crazy rumor though?
What's that?
I've heard. So Sony in the chat, Sony gang, pay attention. This is a legit rumor that I've heard. I don't know how true it is.
The way that he said this is legit.
But I
don't know if it's true.
So here's the thing. Some things I find out online.
Okay.
Some things people DM me. This is one where I talked to somebody and they told me. So it feels more legit to me. But I will say, I have heard that Sony is ready.
They got something in their back pocket?
They are ready.
Mm.
And they're waiting for Canon. They want Canon to announce the R6.
That's diabolical.
And they are waiting in the wings. And this is like, it's a legit rumor. It's a legit rumor.
Luis is calling you out, bro.
I know. It's a legit rumor. If you know what that means, you know what that means. I'm just saying, I'm excited to see what Canon does because I feel like that's when the gloves are going to come off.
Yeah.
But right now, Sony has no reason to drop.
Yeah. Dude, go up to Kofi. Kofi. Talking to you, Kofi. So when I say dead on arrival, I don't mean actually like no one's going to buy it. What I mean is nobody's switching. Nobody's switching.
I don't think people are switching today anyway. I used to think that with YouTube that like people were watching all these videos because they were genuinely thinking about jumping systems. Ain't nobody going nowhere.
Dog, the force is strong with Cam Mackey. Cam Mag, I'm just saying.
You think he's going to move everybody to Lumix?
No, I don't think everybody, but I think if it's at a price point that you can have an anamorphic camera, which is why I asked you, in your bag, I think he has the power to.
If it's $2,000,
the force is strong with him.
If it's $2,000 to get a full frame,
open gate, 6K, 70, 6K 70. I'm just saying.
Possibly.
I think if you wanted a anamorphic camera,
just an anamorphic camera,
then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you.
What happened to your Canon rumor that we were getting open gate in Canon? What happened?
No, I just had to address the Kofi because Kofi was making me seem like I don't know nothing about cameras. I'm just saying, if it's at $3,000, it's a little bit harder to justify buying a Lumix. Just picking one up if you're off mount.
Yeah.
If you're on a different mount. But because there's so many others at that price point or lower.
Yeah.
So that's all I mean.
No, I think that makes sense.
No hate.
No, I'm not
Just,
saying you have
I
hate.
want to drive. Honestly, this talk is about driving the price to be in competition. That's for me. Like when I say those things, I want Lumix. They don't feel pressure from me. They don't care about me.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we're loud enough and we say we want it at this price point, then maybe we'll get it at that price point.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either.
They're accountants who's making those decisions.
But we still talking.
We will talk.
We are talking because what have we seen through the years?
Prices are coming down. Cam Mackey says that open gate is more than just anamorphic.
Shut up, Cam. No, it ain't. Ain't nobody care about no verticals.
What did Justin Porter tell you? Frame correctly. Don't make me get Justin Porter on here.
Seriously.
I'll have him come smack
you
you
praise
down.
Cam just a little, and he just disagrees with you.
Oh, my gosh. Open gate is a lifestyle choice.
Y'all be watching Vu a little too much.
Bro, he's on one right now. He is on one. Okay. Before we go into our next news story, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update because we did talk about it like for a half a second last week. But for those of you guys who did know, Duncan, who was in an accident, he's a DP local here in Houston. A lot of you guys gave to support him. I spoke to him just the other day, and he is in recovery. He is at home. He's feeling better. He's got to go in for some checkups and stuff like that, but he is doing better.
Yeah.
And so he specifically wanted me to let you guys know how much he appreciated you guys. It literally made his day. He was like, was not expecting that. He was like, are you sure you want to give this to me? And I was like, dude, they gave it to you. I was like, I can't not give it to you. It's yours.
Yeah.
It's yours. So he really appreciated you guys. So I just want to say thank y'all again for that. You guys are pretty amazing.
Brandon, can we pause in the stories for a minute?
Yeah.
Bro, a couple weeks ago, we launched something.
Oh, yeah. Go
You
ahead.
want to tell the people what we launched?
I mean, I can, I guess. you're like, hey, can I pause and set something up, but then make you do all the work? Sounds great. No, so yeah, we're actually really excited. If you guys wasn't aware, 2 weeks ago we announced it. Last week we talked about it again, but we officially started our mentorship program.
Yes.
And it has been going so well.
Yes.
We have.
Well, we haven't started yet, but
I have
like
started.
the pre.
I've started.
Well, yeah.
I've
but
been working.
The program hasn't technically started. It starts on Monday.
It does start on Monday. We're super excited about it. We've got an amazing group of filmmakers who are in this mentorship program. I've gotten a chance to speak with all of them. I've also started knocking out their audits, which, by the way, if you are in the mentorship program, go check your DMs inside the Creative Fam Academy. I have started to send you guys your audits, so check it. Ezra, what's up, dude? Yours has been sent for sure. I think I'm 4 in, and then a few people haven't filled out their forms yet. So really excited about this mentorship program. We'll be kind of telling you guys more about it as the weeks go, but super excited to be working with some amazing creators and helping them grow their business over the next few weeks and over the course of the next year. So it's going to be so much fun.
Dude, this is the craziest thing because, like, obviously we get on here, we play around. You guys see the on-set lives. We go out and we shoot stuff. Really dope. But it is so cool that 9 of you guys, and like say, we are keeping it. We're 10 now?
10.
We're full.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
That's
wild.
I was like, we're done.
Dude, that's genuinely wild. I think we set out and we're like, hey, let's keep it at 5. Let's just keep it at 5.
Yeah.
Just so it's manageable. It's the first round. We want to make sure everybody gets their value at it. But literally a couple days in, so many people sign up for the mentorship program that we're like, maybe we should do 10.
Yeah.
But then after 10, it's like, nah, we can't do more than 10.
Yeah.
Because we could do more than 10, but it's like the amount of work that we are pouring into helping you guys grow your business, doing audits, literally setting up homework assignments, doing lives, doing one-on-ones. So cool.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you did not sign up for the mentorship program this round,
we're going to look to run it back.
we're going to be looking to run it back around the
I don't want to give a time yet.
July to August.
Well, we got
Around.
we got the event in July.
Around.
So that's why I'm a little nervous. I don't want to give a time period.
in 2025.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll definitely look to run it back again.
Maybe.
This year. We'll see. Sorry, Brendan. We will definitely do more openings in the future, and we'll try to make it even louder so that way everybody knows. But
Yeah.
with this group, we wanted to really be able to focus on them, and so I'm really excited to be doing this mentorship program. Like I said, it is a program though, just to be very transparent, where we wanted to work with creators and filmmakers who were ambitious, ready to move forward, work on their business. And so not only did
Grow their business.
for sure. That's like a mandatory minimum. But like for me, it was also a matter of, we chose them as much as they chose us. And so it is a partnership.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I love about doing this mentorship program. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great experience. And I can't wait. It's going to be so dope. Harold says, pumped to be a part of the first group. Shout out to Harold, who's also in the group. I haven't done your audit yet, but I'm doing it after the show today.
Cool.
So I'll be sending you over yours here very soon. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun. We'll obviously let you guys know when we're getting ready to do another one. So that'll be fun. And then Nika says, is it open for those not doing video yet? So it is a very, we do want people who are actively working and looking to, working as video production. I will say, though, if you are still just trying to get into video or you're just wanting to improve your video skills, we still have the Creative Fam Academy, which is all of our video courses that actually teach you how to actually get better at video production. There are guides in there around video and business as well. So there is still something for you, Nika. It's the Creative Fam Academy. I'm like 90% sure it's linked in the description. But we do have something for you. The mentorship program is a little bit just more hands-on, one-on-one, one-to-many, but also one-to-one. And we're assisting video businesses to grow their business.
Yeah,
so just to
absolutely.
make it very clear what the difference is. So super excited about that. Geez.
No,
Mr.
we will not, Luis, we will not be going to Diddy Camp.
No, that we will not. That is, what if that's what we called a live streaming camp? Every camp, even Porter, he put up a Diddy camp.
Bro, you know how the Breakfast Club, they be talking about yesterday's Diddy trial day?
Yeah.
They be recapping it. We should do that.
No, we should not do that. All right, you ready to hop into the next deal?
Yes.
Okay, so in case you guys haven't heard us sort of dealing with it throughout this entirety of this show, yesterday's price is not today's price, Jerome.
Holy moly.
Tariffs are in full swing right now.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us thought that this would get, sort of taken care of.
Looking at you, Scott.
Scott told me just wait 3 weeks, it'll be fine.
Scott.
Nothing's fine.
3 weeks ago.
Scott said, I'm going to Alaska. Good luck to
I know that you're in Alaska, but that's still in the U.S. Oh, my goodness. So this is the crazy thing, Brandon.
Yeah.
We've kind of been in limbo for the last couple of weeks, but now camera companies are now beginning to literally talk about how tariffs are going to impact.
Bro, the Osmo Pocket.
Oh, yes. Osmo Pocket.
Where's it priced at now?
It's at $800.
I'm sorry. DJI. respectfully, disrespectfully, just discontinue it. There's no reason to spend $800 on an Osmo Pocket. Bro.
Dude, get yourself a Osmo Pocket.
I bought this on Temu for like all of $50. This is where you at right now.
But
Phil, I'm not kidding.
But do it gimbal though.
It ain't $800 though. Like on a very real way, get yourself an Osmo Pocket on Temu because this.
Stop it,
bro. $800 for an Osmo Pocket? Get out of here.
Stop it.
Ain't no way.
They're not gonna think. They're gonna think that you're being serious.
Okay, yeah, really don't buy an Osmo Pocket.
Don't buy an Osmo Pocket.
This is one of the worst things I've ever bought in my life.
That is it turns on.
We're not going to review the Osmo Pocket.
It turns on.
I will tell y'all right now, the one thing that I am hoping is like what everybody does, what Black Magic does, is go figure out how to manufacture somewhere else and get those prices back down. Because, my boy, there's no way. If everything goes up like the Osmo did to $800, if everything rises at that scale, ain't nobody buying anything.
Well, DJI's in a specifically crazy spot because they are in China.
Well, Kofi, look, we're talking about our problems right now. We need you to be sympathetic.
Seriously.
Just focus on being sympathetic right now.
And Kofi, you're going to have problems, dog, because a lot of times you people get grouped into the Americas. So if it raises here, it might get raised there. Just throwing that out there. All right.
So Nika says, why in the world is it $800? Gerald, you want to explain what's going on?
Yeah. So on Liberation Day, whatever day that was, Trump announced new tariffs to basically every country. And the way this man put the camera on me. I ain't getting clipped. On Liberation Day, Donald Trump announced tariffs to every country. And what is it, like a baseline 25% tariff on everyone? And then literally talked about other people, hey, need to negotiate, blah, 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 news story. He put a temporary pause and literally lowered them down to 10% for 90 days. And we're in this 90-day period, which is dope in the sense that, like, camera prices may or may not have fluctuated because obviously we've been talking about tariffs for, it feels like months now.
Yeah, about a month and a half.
But the reason why we haven't seen crazy price shifts is because of negotiations.
Ron said liberating us from our money.
So with that being said, I think in this 90-day pause, I think companies have been genuinely trying to figure out, what do we raise prices to? Are they going to go to crazy tariffs? We see that Fuji took a camera off a pre-order, refunded people's money, all sort of things. So we just want to talk about a little bit about the impact that is being felt around the world. All right. So one thing that's happening is on Nikon's earning calls, they think that tariffs could cost them $68 million.
Bro, that's all of Red.
Seriously. Seriously.
How much did they buy Red for?
80.
Dang.
So, with that being said, and
Bro,
that's
the owner, like Jared and them, got out like bandits.
yeah, and to be clear, okay, because I think that there is some confusion about who pays the tariffs for whatever reason, but they're not saying that the tariffs will cost them $68 million. Like Nikon will have to pay $68 million. They believe that they're expecting $68 million less in sales due to the uncertainty of people buying in this tariff time. So $68 million from Nikon. Fuji, they double down and they say that the tariffs are going to cost them about $140 million in sales. And that's if it only is at the 10%, not if it goes to the crazy amounts. So literally, gosh, I sure hope that they can figure out a deal. Another thing that is being affected is Panasonic Lumix ZS99. It is increased by $200 in the U.S. And then the last one that I have is Sigma says that they are going to be increasing their prices of their lenses starting on June 2nd. So if you've been looking at Sigma lenses, you need to buy before June 2nd, before that price increase comes in. So I think one of the things that you wanted to land on though is we actually we saw this on the stream when we were talking about Sinners last week, and we were like, hey, have y'all seen Sinners? And then one of our good friends, can't remember his tag, anyways, said, I can't even watch Sinners in the UK. And we were like, why? And it was a retaliation of the tariffs, that no U.S. movies could be shown, in the UK or whatever. Here's the crazy part. This past week.
This man's a fool.
Here's the crazy part. This week, Trump announced tariffs on
100%.
foreign movies.
100%.
And so now, Glory, you go into the movies?
So to be clear, he inducted 100% tariffs on movies that were not shot in the U.S. So what he's trying to do...
Hold on. Is that changes it for me? Hold on. Because I was like, I don't be watching that many
Right.
We're talking about Mission Impossible.
Yes.
We're talking about Bourne Identity.
We're talking about everything.
Nothing
is being shot in the U.S. anymore.
What?
Hollywood is like, nothing's happening.
So we're going to screw ourselves?
In a way, yeah. Because what he's trying to do is get the studios to stop greenlighting these movies to be shot overseas and get them shot back here. But that ain't happening.
What in the tomfoolery?
Yeah.
That's
100% tariffs if you want to shoot on location outside the U.S.
You know who this is going to kill? Hollywood's not gonna survive that. Movie theaters.
Well, so here's the thing. It's a domino.
Yeah.
If the movie theaters, if the studios can't make as many movies, because it just costs too much money to make movies now here in the U.S. But if they can't make movies, then it's going to be like a year later, and then you're going to see
100% tariff.
Bro, you better get
if you shoot outside the U.S.
100%.
What if we want, dude? What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brendan said, I heard it's gonna be tariffs on oxygen. you know who he's gonna become? Have you seen the Lorax? The guy.
The more smog in the sky, the more people will buy.
That's exactly it.
Dude.
Wild.
Dude, that blew my mind right now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. That's the news story. This is straight up this is why I'm telling y'all
how do they prove that? Is that shot in Egypt? No, those are fake. That's CGI.
That's
CGI.
That's an LED wall.
That's CGI.
Hey, Gary's here. You told her she don't count last week, so it's okay.
No, it's not that you don't count, Gary. You do count. We're just not gonna play that meme. We're just not gonna get canceled.
Look, it's weird. From what I've heard, I know we don't get political on the show at all.
Looking at you, Cam Mackey. Cam Mackey.
No, I've got a statement. Let me finish.
Okay.
But here's the deal. We don't get political on this show, but
Yes.
tariffs affect you no matter what side of the aisle you're on.
Yes.
But here's the thing. A lot of people are talking about how these tariffs were originally so that we could bring jobs to the U.S. Okay? Let me finish. But a lot of the jobs they were talking about were making iPhones, stuff we don't really want to do. But this tariff should, quote unquote, bring making movies back to the U.S. And here's where I know some people have been torn because they're like, oh, this is a good thing. This will make making movies in the U.S. a thing again. But the price is still the price. And so I really want to know where y'all sit on this, on the 100% tariffs on movies being shot overseas. Do you see the benefit of bringing the movie making process back to the U.S.? Or are you like, screw it, and it means that we may get less movies? I really just want to know what you guys' thoughts are.
So I talked to a producer that worked on
said bootlegs are coming back. Bro, the way I grew up,
indie movement.
Bootlegs
Yeah.
from the barbershop.
Yeah.
Bro, get off of it.
Seriously.
I used to move them. No, I didn't. I didn't say that
Fire
publicly.
sticks. Brandon, I talked to about a month ago, talked to one of the producers of like the Rocky films, that sort of stuff. It was like a really dope conversation. And yeah, you're right. A lot of people will shoot in Canada. A lot of people will shoot in Mexico. A lot of people, they're basically going to shoot where the bang for the buck is. Mm-hmm. And just like Atlanta has become like a place where they give like tax incentives.
Yeah.
Another thing that becomes to make people want to make their movies there is the currency exchange. So it's not just so much that it's like, hey, we don't want to shoot this in America. You could take your $1 million US, convert it into the currency of whatever country you're going into, and now you might have $1.6 million to be able to spend and do your production and all that sort of stuff. So anyways, long story short, dude, this feels crippling at this point, just personally.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like you could say, yes, let's bring it back, but it's just like in that same way about iPhones, how much are you willing to pay for an iPhone? Because if it's made in America, are you paying $4,000 for an iPhone?
Nah.
Are you paying $2,000 for an iPhone?
I almost said something so disrespectful. I'll move on.
Same thing with movies.
Ron
if
says,
you bring the movie to America,
but tickets go up,
or it like costs like 1.5 times more, and so people can't make movies.
Ron says
Crazy.
We can't even get cameras, so how are we gonna make movies?
Ron, we got a segment for you, dog. We got one. Just stay on. We know you said you're going to be here till 1:15.
Brandon said make locations cheap again.
Bro.
I will tell y'all, if you try to shoot anything in LA though, I will say, I feel like LA overprices productions like crazy. Mm-hmm. Like if you try to shoot anywhere in LA, even if you want to shoot a film in, I believe, your own home, you got to get a permit to shoot in your own home.
Dude, that's wild.
Are you kidding me?
Nah. Who's our boy out there?
Who?
In LA.
We got a lot of people in LA.
I know. Man, I want to say Ryan, but I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan
He'd
Cow.
be shooting in his house all the day.
Well, he's a YouTuber. That's how you get around it. Everybody about to be making films for YouTube, yo.
Dude, wild.
Oh, Iru! The way you changed your profile picture threw us off last week.
We got to play it.
Oh,
We got 2 ladies on the stream now.
we got 3. Why do you keep not counting Gary? We got 3.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
We love you. We love you, women. We love you, women. Y'all been missing for a couple of weeks.
And it was acknowledged.
And
We
it's
knew
been
it.
sad.
We knew it.
We were sad that y'all have been gone. Y'all collectively decided to not be on the stream for a couple of weeks. So we're just acknowledging your presence.
With the worst meme possible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Jarrell,
Tariffs suck.
they do suck. Can we try to talk about something positive?
I guess.
I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. When it comes to all the tariff stuff, I feel like this is what I'm so glad we're doing the mentorship program right now, because like this is what you build your business for, to be able to withstand these moments. Because I'll be honest with you,
Yes.
the way I look at tariffs, I think about it from like other countries' perspectives. I would imagine if you are, gosh, I almost did it again. If you're the guy who runs China, I don't know what his name is. I'm not going to try. I'm trying not to get us canceled. If you're the head guy in China, right?
You were mad when I couldn't remember the Lumix rep.
I don't care about
And
the
the
guy
way-
who runs China.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know this man's name.
No, I'm not saying that you should care, but the way that you're just like,
I don't know. Whoever.
I don't know
that's
that
probably
fool.
that's probably what they say about us.
I don't know
But
that
here's
fool.
my thing: if you're that guy,
He has
right?
all your data. He knows.
Yeah, he knows me. So if you're that dude and you're looking at the U.S. and we're like imposing all these like crazy tariffs and stuff, working in another country like that who doesn't have a new president every 4 to 8 years, and you look at the U.S., you go, I mean, we really only got to outstand this guy for like the next 3 years, and
Yeah.
they gonna put somebody else in,
Yeah.
and then we got to learn how to work with that fool.
I do hope that Congress might figure something out.
So I believe that one way or another, this is going to be a temporary deal. I don't know how long that temporary deal will be, but I can't imagine everybody's stuff goes up crazy amounts of money and we vote somebody else in the next 4 years who wants to do the same thing and keep them there. I guarantee people are going to be like, tariffs will be the number one word used in the debates in the next election. What are your thoughts about tariffs? I want to talk to you about war. I don't care about war. What are your thoughts on tariffs? But
The war on tariffs.
bro, literally, that's the only thing anybody's going to care about. So, like, I don't think that we will see the exact same thing, but we'll see. I don't know.
Brandon,
Bro, Stan, the way I am not going to be able to pronounce that, I'm not going to even try. I don't know what an X and an I.
Zibbit.
X going to give it to you.
So,
Tariffs, that is.
Brandon,
Yeah.
you said let's make this positive. I don't think I can be positive on this particular topic because I think in 3 years, what's actually going to happen is I think that the world will have enough time, just like with COVID. Can we say the COVID word on here?
Yeah, we don't
Before
monetize.
the
We don't
before
monetize.
the we don't like money.
we don't like money.
We hate money. You know how people had changed whole lifestyles and patterns during COVID?
Yeah.
You know, like people that got used to doing certain things, COVID happened, lockdown happened, and it happened for so long that people just changed,
Yeah, they started making sourdough. It's crazy.
started doing just completely different things. My fear is with tariffs, what's going to happen is like someone is going to become the cheap goods receiver from China. A country will. And I don't know who it's going to be.
India.
I don't know if it's going to be India. I don't know if it's going to be Africa. Like, I don't know if it's going to be England. And then all of a sudden, if we're not the primary buyer of cheap goods, who's to say in 3 years that China wants to play ball with America
I don't know.
or anybody else?
I don't know.
Like, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you can get in, but you can't get in on yesterday's price. You can get in on today's price." And that's my fear, is that the longer we have this avalanche of change, people are gonna morph. They're gonna change how they buy. They're gonna do all these things. And so when the time for it to go back to cheap prices, we might not even have that option.
We might not, but I hope we do, and I'm gonna keep doing what I can to, keep moving forward. But No Gardens, funny little segue. No Garden says, buy used film gear that's already in the USA. There's great gear out there that's just collecting dust. Did you look at our sheet today?
So if we didn't have these beautiful lower thirds,
You would have thought we didn't plan this. But
you
we did.
thought we would have been copping you, but we ain't copping you, dog.
So, with the tariff news, the question becomes, what if you're going to buy something today, used is kind of the market. Because even with
100%.
Fuji, if you try to buy something new, you might not get it.
Yeah.
I bought that Canon camera. It's supposedly in stock. It still ain't shipped yet.
Yeah.
B&H shows that they have it. They still haven't shipped me mine. So I don't know what's going on with that. I need to actually call them and follow up. But I do believe that right now, the best bang for your buck will come from buying used. And so we wanted to do a little bit of a segment to tell you guys about like roughly what type of used gear we currently think is the most valuable on the market. Because we do love talking about new gear, but we both know that we also looking for the best deal. So at the end of the day, the best deal is the way to go. So Jarrell, what is some of the gear that you're currently looking at on the market? And then chat, we want you to sound off on this as well. Let us know, what are you currently buying? JP, use Lumix is not an answer. I want to know exactly what you're looking at. I want Mr. Camera Junkie, Sony is not an answer. What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, seriously.
Tell us for real. What are you looking at used and buying?
Model number.
I want to know.
So should I give my real answer or should I give my like canned answer?
Cam Mackey, I'm gonna need you to go take a dip in the pool. You need to calm down. All right, let's keep going.
Dude, that man love you.
Calm down.
Tight t-shirt Brandon. Brandon, do you want my real, or do you want my answer that I prepared?
Did it change?
Which one do you want?
I want the real. Don't lie.
You want the real?
Don't lie.
Okay, hey, so chat, this week, this is what I did. I did a nighttime.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you bought something. I was like, you didn't tell me?
No. I got a nighttime shoot interior and set up a little book light, set up a little tube hair light.
Oh my God.
And I shot on the KX and I shot on the Canon C70. I sent this to Brandon. I sent the results to let me see if I can remember real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2. I sent it to Socially Good TV on Instagram. I said, which one you like? I just want to let you guys know that if I had to buy a used camera in 2025 for the great and beautiful price, I would be buying the Canon C70.
You know, I gotta be real with you. The C70 has been going for like right around $3,000.
Yeah, you can pick one up for $3,000.
You can pick up a C70 right now for around $3,000. MPB has them. There's a few on eBay. Facebook Marketplace is like the last place I go.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, there's a lot in there for $3,000.
Them Canon colors, bro.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Y'all be thinking we gassing. But I promise you, I genuinely promise you. And here's to say, I'm not throwing shit at the KX. I actually just yesterday shot a completely 8 hours of shooting on a brand new episode that we're doing of a housing renovation. I had the choice of using the C70. I used the KX because I wanted the versatility of the KX. So I'm not crapping on the KX. But bro, blind test of C70 and KX.
Okay.
In that particular instance.
You did not know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
I did not what?
The scene was not a good test for side by side.
It was a test. Same lens.
Bro, you can take both cameras and shoot something that's not a good test, and you're gonna get similar results. I'm sorry, like
I gave them everything the same.
Yeah, but
everything's the same.
Okay,
everything's the same.
I'm not gonna be rude.
I'm just saying it wasn't like the most scientific test. It's just same lens, same light, same camera position. Which image do you like better? You picked the C70. I picked the C70. Socially Good TV picked the C70.
That's because the C70 actually had something on in the background. That's literally what I told you. I looked at the shots and I was like, oh, I like this one because there's a little bit more depth.
I'll send you a screenshot of the TV being off, and you're going to pick it. You're going to pick it. No, you won't now.
Bad test.
Lakers in 5.
Bad test. Lakers are going home. LeBron's on vacation.
Logan, it is that DGO. It's that RE killer.
You're ridiculous. All right, what are y'all looking at buying? Let's go through a few of these that I can see in the chat. What are y'all looking at buying? Also, somebody just hopped in. They said they clicked on because of the thumbnail. Yes, we already talked about that. You can scroll back to the very beginning if you want to check it out, or you can wait for this to be done and catch the replay.
Yeah.
All right. First off, Stanley, stop buying stuff. You got to stop. Look, as your friend,
Stan.
As your friends,
Stan.
we're
Stan.
telling you.
Let me get that. Let me get that R5 II. When you're ready to come off that R5 II, let me know. Let me know. Hit me up.
He's gonna be buying a used R5 Mark II.
Hit me up.
Used Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera OG. Really? Interesting. Can we get
the judgment? Ain't nobody gonna be putting their answers in.
What?
With you being like, really? Okay.
No one talks about that camera. I just wonder what's the use case. I had more questions. I just didn't have time to go through all of them. Diddy Cam's making Brandon look yoked. Hey, Cam.
Dude,
Go
I am a
take
little
shower.
self-conscious. I feel like Justin Porter. I feel like my legs are like way bigger than they actually are. That wide angle distortion.
Hey, don't talk about distortion. I am this big. What are you talking about?
My legs be looking thick.
All right, Cam. I'm keeping eyes on the GFX 102. I will tell you, that is the camera right now that I would buy and not. I don't even really. I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything about that camera. I haven't done very little research, but I shot
Beautiful.
with it with the 85 on there. I don't even understand the mount system with that, but I can tell you, I'll
Beautiful.
put a PL lens on there and throw that 85. Gorgeous.
Photo and video. I'm sure the photos are
Bangers.
bangers.
Every single one.
Bangers. Medium format.
Yeah, dude, that's the camera. If I can get a good deal on that used, I'm 100% with that. What else y'all got? Someone here in Nashville is selling a C300 Mark II for $3,000 with batteries and a lens. That's not a bad. I mean, that's pretty. And a lens. What lens? Jeez. $3,000 and a lens? Sorry, I read it out loud and my brain was slower. Y'all know I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
Jeez. Used market is about to go up when news goes up. New? Go up? Oh, yeah. When the tariffs hit? Yeah, 100%. So this is why we're talking about what's the best gear to be picking up right now. I do think that right now you can get some really solid cinema cameras. Let me tell y'all the little secret when it comes to cinema cameras right now is Hollywood ain't doing nothing. So there's a lot of cameras. There's a lot of gear. I think at least once a week at this point, I've had somebody reach out to me about trying to sell me a Red.
Oh, he corrected himself. Mark III. I was going to say that was the only problem with the Mark II, the Canon
C300.
C300 Mark II. I was like, oh, it's a little bit older. The C300 at 3,000 a lens, that's wild.
But here's what I'm hearing. A lot of Reds are going for sale right now.
Yeah.
And they're going for sale for cheap. Like, well, I say cheap. They're going for sale for, what are you doing? Stop pointing at me.
Including Brandon's.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Anybody know, anybody want a Raptor?
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I've not made any decisions. But I will say, right now, cinema gear that's coming out of LA, going for mad cheap.
They're not
Cinema
delusional?
gear? Huh?
They're not delusional?
It's
Or
sad.
is the market so flooded?
It's sad news,
Yeah.
but they not working. So if you got a $10,000 camera sitting on your shelf,
Yeah.
and for a lot of them, because they're in union, they can't work.
Wow.
Bro,
That is sad.
it's sad.
Go help out
So go help a filmmaker and buy their used gear.
so they
Help
can't
them so they help them and help yourself.
so they can't work anymore.
That's why.
Take their fishing pole.
Andy says, I'll give you $5,000 for your Raptor, Brandon. I'll let you hold it for $5,000.
Pause. So wild. We switch bodies, bro. We switch bodies.
I was trying to be like, I didn't even think of that way. You're terrible.
You're terrible.
So, you know what else? So you know what I'm realistically looking at right now when it comes to used gear?
Go up one more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't talking.
No. I'm just saying. No. Down. Mighty Midgie. That's wild.
What'd he say? I'm in Miami and I've seen red Komodo X's. No chance.
Hit him up.
If you see a red Komodo X for $4,000,
Send over the post.
DM me immediately. Listen to me. Listen to me. I am the captain now. Pay attention. If you see a Komodo X for $4,000, you call me immediately.
That thing has like 9,000 hours on it.
Immediately. I want to know. I got to know. Because that thing is hot. It's smoking hot. It's stolen. I'm talking them down to $2,000. Scratch the serial number off and send it over. All jokes. All jokes. All jokes.
Cat.
But if it's at $4,000, just give me a ring. I just want to see. I just want to see. Mr. Camera Junkie said Miami's used camera market is going crazy. I've heard Miami's kind of crazy right now.
We may need to go to Miami.
Alexa mini bundles for under $15K. No.
Where,
Colton?
Where?
Send them.
That's wild.
Send me links. I need to see links.
Are y'all just saying stuff at this point? Burano's $2,000 used.
Bro, just cameras just falling off of trucks. Why?
I got a hookup.
My cousin, he runs transport. Oh my gosh. eBay. That's crazy. It is, like I said, it is very crazy to me how the used market is currently moving. But I will say that I think right now the best thing you could do, and this is only if you need a camera, is if you do need a camera, definitely look used. I think a lot of times we get caught up in the idea of needing to buy something new or get the newest thing out there used cameras are still punching way above their weight class. So you can definitely get some really, really solid buys that way. There's been some amazing deals on some used Blackmagic cameras that I've seen recently, especially the 6K cinema camera. I guess because they had dropped the price down to I think it was $1,500 for a moment.
Yeah.
People have delusions of how cheap that camera is worth.
Yeah.
And so they're pricing it like they're still competing with that price point, which is kind of crazy. The other thing I've been telling people to start looking at is used MacBooks. If you're currently in the need of a better editing machine, y'all, these M1 Macs are going for next to nothing. And I got an M1 Mac Pro chip, whatever the biggest one, Pro or Max, whichever one's the best one. Yeah. That's the one I have. And dude, that thing is still cooking. It handles all my live streams. It handles all my editing. I've even been editing while live, and it was chopping through the footage like it was nothing. I edit my Raptor footage on there. So right now, if you're looking at used computers, that's another thing. We are about to enter into a season, and the reason why we're saying all this is because we don't know what's going to come in the next few weeks. Mm-hmm. With tariffs and all these other things happening, things can drastically change as far as the new prices. The used prices are also going to probably go up when those new prices go up. Yeah. So I will 100% say that, first, if you don't need anything, do not spend a dime. This is a moment to save.
Stanley, hit me up.
But if you do need to buy, you should definitely be looking at the used market right now before those prices go up, and go ahead and get your business in a really solid place to where it won't need to move for the next 2 years.
Where is the chat going?
What do they say?
I've been seeing some mad wild comments.
What? I missed them.
Go down.
IMAX, $70.
No, go down.
Who?
I'm not even gonna say the name. Read that comment below that one. What are we talking about, bro? I even heard
that person must be back. They're back in time.
Go up to, and then they talking about that one.
This one?
No, up one. What are we talking about?
Oh my gosh. Chat, y'all on your own.
Y'all are on your own. How we even get there, bro?
I don't know. I don't know. Y'all are wild. Bro, somebody made popcorn.
Somebody cooking, bro.
So, right now, definitely the time to be looking at, bro, let's save some money. Excited about buying used gear. Yeah, sorry, Andy. But I just keep it a buck. Definitely go check out some of that used gear, only if you need to buy some stuff right now. You want to be really smart with the way that you move, especially during the season. it can be a little crazy. But we just want to, provide y'all some value. We be having fun talking about all the new stuff, but in a very real way, we do want to make sure that y'all are all set up for success. Because honestly, I look at y'all like y'all my friends. So
yeah, and guys, like I know you guys hear this all the time, but honestly, your cameras were good enough 3 years ago. Like, more than likely, if you bought a camera in the last 3 to 5 years, your camera is great. Okay, so one thing that I started doing this past week is I have a lot of like client gigs that I'll go to, but rarely do I get the opportunity to shoot things the way that I want to shoot them, or to even just test and experiment. And so, hey, this could be like a fun, like little challenge. Could be like a fun little thing to do. If you got a camera, if you got some lights, even if you don't have lights, but if you have some stuff, how about like this weekend, y'all just go out and shoot something. Go out, shoot something for you, have fun, like experiment. It may be trash. It may not be perfect, but try something new. Try up a new lighting setup. Like, just, if you've never tried a book light, do a book light. If you've never figured out how to rig something to your camera, just go out and do something for you.
yeah, 100%. Go try something new this weekend, and then let us know about it next week. All right. I did have, my brain told me there was one more thing I wanted to bring up, and now I can't remember what it was, Jarrell.
Like another.
No, not another story. There's something else we were supposed to talk about. Oh, next week. After the show, next week. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have an idea.
But do you know what I'm talking about? I want to make sure you're cool with it before I trigger it. Too late.
I don't know what my schedule is.
Next week, for our members only, we are doing a after party stream. That's right. Next week, for our members, we are having an after party stream. So make sure you come ready and excited. We are going to be going live at our normal time, but then directly after that show, for all of our members, we'll be hanging out. The way we do it is we send you guys to our members only community on YouTube. We will send you guys a Zoom link, so that way you guys can hop in. We can have a Zoom call and we can hang out. It's a little bit of an after party stream. We have a great time doing it. It is so much fun. So if you have not yet become a member, we would love for you to become a member of this channel. We try to do some extra stuff. We try to have some fun. And ultimately, what you guys do by becoming a member is you help support this channel. You make it possible that we can say pretty much almost whatever we want, because we know we're very hard to sponsor. So yeah, we absolutely love doing that. It's going to be so much fun. Also, if you haven't yet, forget just being a member. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so that way we can, hang out with you more. We do plan on doing some extra live streams this week.
Yes.
Last Monday, we did not get a chance to run our gaming stream because we both had some family stuff we had to take care of. And so I believe this Monday we should be able to run that back. So I'm really excited about being able to do the gaming stream on this Monday. And then we will probably be doing some form of a live stream on Tuesday as well, when Lumix officially drops their new. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. And then also, why not just become a member while you're at it? We love hanging out with you guys, doing the after party streams, and offering tons of extra benefits that way.
So Preston wants to know if there's any updates for the July event.
So biggest update right now, date is still the same. I'm currently in conversation with a few different creators. I want to make sure that the next big update that we really share has all the information that you need. Last year, we had a structure. This year, we have tweaked the structure, and I personally think it's going to make it so much better. But I will say, just like with the mentorship program, people booked up really quick, and when you booked in was very crucial to what was available. The July event is obviously we're going to be able to have way more people than we did in the mentorship program. But when we launch, the timing is going to be very crucial, because not everything is going to be accessible to everybody at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds a little cryptic. It will make more sense in the future. So just make sure you are,
just stay on top of it.
Stay on top of it.
Yeah.
And we will do our best to explain all of that as we can as things come out. So
yeah,
really
but
about that.
Definitely put July 12th on your calendar. Like that part's not necessarily changing. So it's going to be dope.
Yeah. Gonna be so much fun. Andy asks, are you guys going to the B&H Expo on June 17th, I believe? So that's Build. I don't know if we're going to that. Right now, our focus is Cine Gear. And so we're really focusing on making sure that we can get to Cine Gear. So getting our schedules and everything. B&H's Build is like 2 days in New York. And then Cine Gear is like 3 or 4 days in LA. And so full transparency, it might be hard to swing both, but our focus is on Cine Gear, but we'll see. Logan's going to be at the B&H event. So maybe Creative Fam, y'all can still represent even if we can't make it. But, dude, I would love to go. Even if we could just, like, fly in for the day, do a live stream walking around, and then just fly out that night. You think that's possible?
I don't know.
You think it's possible to do, like 12 hours in New York?
What day is it?
He said June 17th.
Like, don't even get a hotel?
Don't even get a hotel. Just fly in with our backpack.
Homeless.
Homeless in New York.
No disrespect.
That's actually probably... Oh, that's messed up. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not
Dude,
laughing.
stream of consciousness, bro. We just be talking, bro. Don't take anything serious.
Sorry, y'all.
Don't be taking nothing.
I apologize.
Words just be popping into the brain.
I'm hot now. All right. But yeah, so that's what we have coming up. So yeah, if you guys do want to become members and hang out with us for the after party stream, that'd be great. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on the extra live streams. I know we were a little light on live streams last week, but that was because this week, I guess, but that's because we've been working so much for our mentorship program. So getting that all up and going. But as of next week, we'll be back in full swing, getting ready to do those live streams. So it's going to be so much fun. Can't wait to start doing those again. But yes, Colton, that's what I want. Lost in New York. There we go. We're lost in New York. That's much better.
That plays a lot better.
Yeah. Clip me saying lost in New York. Now just edit that into what I said the last time. All right, y'all. It has been so much fun hanging out with y'all. We have had a blast. Jarrell, did I miss anything?
Lost in New York.
We're going to be lost in New York. All right. Hey, y'all. It's been so great hanging out with y'all. Y'all are amazing. We can't wait to hang out with y'all again. And yes, we will see y'all in a future video. Jarrell, any last words?
Peace.
Peace, y'all. We'll catch y'all in the next time.